Literacy is one of the main things that makes this world go round. Reading and writing has played a monumental part in how we advanced. It enabled us to communicate and form languages. It then turned into symbols, codes, ciphers, poems, plays, books, and many more. Fast forward through all the different kinds of writing that progressed through all these years, and now we're left with what we have now. In this day and age, you will barely get anywhere without knowing how to read and write. Being illiterate becomes detrimental to how you will be able to live the rest of your life. It can make or break you. I believe that reading and writing is essential in how we live our everyday lives. Without literacy, most of the things we do daily would be obsolete. It can be as simple as waking up in the morning and looking at a clock, not being able to know what time it tells. Or it can be writing down the things you need on a grocery list. Not only do I see reading and writing affecting how we function on a day-to-day basis, but it also has a huge impact in education. In the classroom, it can be harmful to very young students that must keep up in order to progress higher in the system. And if they don't, they can be seen as stupid or slow. This I completely disagree with. Everyone has their learning pace. Just because one takes longer than the other doesn't mean they're not as smart. Of course, there is a point where a distinctive difference between the levels of literacy appears. In the real world, these skills become a bare necessity. It can range from ordering something off the dollar menu at McDonald's to thoroughly reading a contract you're about to sign. It can even affect how you get an income and how much money you earn. For example, you're given 2 people to hire from for an office job. On their resume, one adult has the equivalent literacy skills of an 8th grader. The other has graduated from college, has very colorful language abilities, and is able to read and write everything on the application seamlessly. Who would you most likely be hiring? If I were you, I'd go with the applicant with the highest literacy skills. Finally, being literate can factor into how you interact with other people. When you continuously read writing of diversified nature and pieces from all sorts of walks of life, you learn something new every time. Reading widens your horizons, increases your vocabulary, and prevents close-mindedness, which in turn helps with communicating to different types of people. When you practice writing often, it improves how you convey your thoughts and teaches you how to organize them in a proper manner. Who wouldn't want to be proficient in a field like this? Ultimately, reading and writing is crucial in how we live our lives. It is nearly impossible living in such an advanced society without being literate. We cannot ignore the people that are illiterate. We should not just stand by and do nothing. Let's help them. Let's help each other. Why not build up our community instead of watching it suffer? Because humanity will get nowhere if we don't pass on our knowledge to others.